Hi, this is Carrie from Cookbook Divas, and I'm super excited that today I finally got my hold at the library. It was delivered. Alpine Cooking is a brand new cookbook. There were tons of people in Seattle in line ahead of me to get this. Whoever had it before me took really good care of it. It's pristine. It is a heavy, giant cookbook. So this is something I wouldn't normally pick up without looking through extensively, because if you're going to take up that much room on my limited cookbook shelf, it better be a cookbook that I'm going to use often, or at least refer to often. Now, something you don't know about me, because you don't know me, is I am obsessed in the wintertime with fantasies of chalets and ski lodges and going all these places and having hot cocoa and brandy and fondue and all this wonderful foods that they serve at ski lodges, but I don't actually ski and probably never will or would or could or should. But it's a nice fantasy, and I used to be a ski mom where you pick up kids at the school after getting your background check done, blah, blah, blah. Go up to the ski lodge, sit there and wait for them. You can't drink alcohol if you're on the ski lodge, ski mom bus. But anyway, wait for the kids, have some hot cocoa, read a book. I love doing that. I am fascinated with chalets. In fact, anytime something like Lego or Playmobil makes a ski lodge or ski chalet, I buy it for my playroom. For the children that visit me, of course. This is massive. Everyone's been looking forward to it. It gets lots of good buzz on the internet. Recipes and Stories from Europe's Grand Mountaintops by Meredith Erickson. No idea who she is. I didn't do that much research because I like to be surprised. Apparently, besides the recipes, the cookbook goes into pictures that make you want to travel to all these mountains. Beautiful. So they go over Italy, the Italian Alps and the Dolomites, Austria, the Austrian Alps, Switzerland, the Swiss Alps, France, the French Alps. I didn't realize there were so many different Alps. Ooh, and tons of recipes. I'm not personally, I'm just looking over here. Norwegian omelet. Ooh. Crayfish with tarragon mayonnaise. Crayfish? No, thank you. I didn't know they served fish at mountain lodges. Anyway, let's take a quick peek, although I don't want to ruin the whole surprise of the book for you, and it's so heavy I'm having trouble holding it open. Okay. Not going to try to pronounce. No. Long word, whatever this is called. The food photography is stunning. It's an oversized cookbook. They're talking about all the mountain lodges where these recipes are from and how beautiful they are to stay in. Oh, isn't that nice? I need to win the lottery. Sophie's Goulash with Speck Dumplings. So I'm vegetarian and I'll be skipping a lot of these recipes, and I'm kind of worried what would happen if I ever went to Switzerland and Germany. What would I eat? But here, radicchio dumplings. Is there a picture of it though? I need a picture of the finished dish, really. Nope. Smoked charcod, out style. Nope, I'm not going to be making that, but nice picture. Okay. I want to find something really spectacular for you. They're profiling some of the chefs in the Alps that have created the recipes. They are torturing us with beautiful lodge pictures, making me want to go. Again, I'm not going to ski, but I'll sit there with a book, happily eating and drinking. Okay, this is interesting. Bread soup with chicory and egg. I've never heard of bread soup. Does it have meat in it? Virgin olive oil, onion, pancetta. Well, I can skip that part. Low sodium vegetable broth. I use full sodium vegetable broth. Sorry, I like my salt. Bread, sea salt, chicory, eggs, chives, and fennel seeds. Okay. Yeah. I would actually try and make that tonight. Here's some lovely people sitting, enjoying some mountain lodge and the food. I kind of hate them now. Spinach and cheese mezzaluna. I think there's going to be plenty of things in this cookbook that I'm going to want to do. More torturous pictures of... Okay. So, really? Now I want to go travel more, but I'm kind of busy running my business and writing. Okay. I'm going to try and find some really... Oh! Here's a little story about the worst cart, or is it Wurst? Anyway, I don't eat that kind of meat. Little story about how people drive around with the cart selling sausages to hungry skiers. That's lovely, the traditions. Okay. Beautiful photographs. You're going to have fun just reading the book and going through, even if you never cook something out of it. Oh, I turned right to this page, of course. Hangover soup with cheese dumplings. I might have to make that ahead of time for tomorrow morning, because we're sitting in by the fire tonight, having some wine, lots of it. Whatever. Spiced cheese spread. Yum. Sweet bread rolls with jam. I'm not even into the I'm barely even halfway through the book. How to clarify butter. This is incredible. I'm going to skip ahead. I'm not sure. This is kind of a hot mess. I don't know what's happening. I'll look at that later. More torturous, beautiful mountain pictures. This is a classic cookbook for the ages. I'm beginning to see why everyone freaked out and had it on hold and they're buying it. And more pictures of little trams taking the skiers up. That's fine. Does anybody ever go to dinner in the summer? I don't know. Abundance salad. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is just stunning. More pictures of people that work up there that we'll never meet, but you can learn about them. Crayfish. There's that crayfish. No, not gonna make it. Oh, I love things like the step photos. That way you know what it's supposed to look like at every step of the way. Cured beef with jalapenos. No, moving on. A tartiflette. Never heard of that, but it has the word tart in it, which makes me suspect I would like it a lot. Nice. This is a good wintertime book. Oh, step by step for desserts. Love it. I probably wouldn't read this much during spring and summer, but fall and winter, it's getting me in the mood for winter. We're sitting here in Seattle wondering if it's ever going to snow. We can have a white Christmas. Totally cool. My verdict is yes. This would be worth the room on my shelf, but only because I have an obsession with ski lodge cooking and food and travel. This is nice. Definitely. This would be a gift book for the traveler or foodie in your life, but it is huge and expensive. Hard to wrap because it's heavy. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you bought this? Are you intrigued? What do you think? And thanks for watching Cookbook Divas. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and soon Pinterest.